What is up, everybody? This is Anime Squad Podcast, episode 104.
Episode 104.
I'm your host, Omar.
And I'm your co-host, Robbie.
And this is David.
And like always, never forget, we have social medias for, to follow us on social media like Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment for this video because it's a doozy and
It is.
it helps us in the YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff. And we haven't forgot about you guys that hear just the audio version. We know you're there. And we have some bad news for this week's episode. It's gonna be a very short one.
Yeah, really short.
Yes.
We had a technical difficulty with the actual video, our video, because we recorded prior to this, and now
Our audio's all done.
Yeah, our audio got screwed. So yeah, we're doing this video on this.
Yeah, and that was a 2-hour long video of reviewing up the rest of the animes and the new stuff, but unfortunately that happened, and we'll be only covering Attack on Titan this week, and we'll have our ratings for the shows that ended.
Also, Josh for next season is not going to be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's taking a break.
Taking a break.
He's taking a hiatus for next season, and we'll let you guys know when he'll come back, but he's also gone, so it makes us really more upset that audio was lost. But hey, stuff happens, and we'll try to make the best for it.
Yeah.
Starting off with Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, episode 87,
And
or
it's
also
not the
known,
final part.
and it's thank you, Robbie. As you guys, if you guys seen it, they also announced that there will be another part 3 for this final season.
Next
Also known as the conclusion part.
The final, the real final.
arc. The arc. Yes, the final arc.
Yes. So, but that doesn't take away from this episode. So let's just jump into it. Final episode for part 2, I guess. And I honestly liked it. Knowing prior, if I would have known that it was not ending, I would have been like, what the hell? What kind of episode is this?
Yeah.
It was nuts. I like that we got a little flash. You know what? I accept this flashback because you get to know more.
This is basically an
It's new.
intermediary between season 4 and season 3.
Yeah.
And their fly mobster outfits.
Oh, I know. They look hella stylish, bro.
Oh yeah, with their suits and
Yeah.
hats and everything. They look
Heck
great.
yeah. Including our favorite boy, Captain Levi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was getting scared of that clown, dude.
Oh, jeez. Is that a
God.
thing on the manga? Rabbi?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was.
That guy looked terrifying.
It was covered.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed it too, because throughout that, the first part of it,
Sasha was there.
yeah, they were there, and it was basically Mikasa reminiscing, what if things went differently? She felt like I knew Eren was already drifting apart, but what if I would have caught it on sooner? And it shows too,
Wasn't it he's been like that for a while, but at that moment, I could have changed it, I guess. That's how I saw it.
This episode did a fantastic job in answering a lot of those questions, but still having mystique underneath, kind of like what Eren's true intentions are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see those true intentions finally once he got to that place, and his full plan came out, and how Flock even got trapped in all this, which I was amazed. I was like, oh, that's how he got involved with everything.
Yeah, because you guys thought Flock just went crazy.
Yeah, I legit did. I was like, this guy's a psycho, but no, he was really in it the whole time as well. And like Aaron
For
talking
that one
to
cost.
If anything, I feel how Flock turned out is how the income became from the rest of the squad, and he ended up becoming what he is now. You get me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and then I felt I don't know. I really enjoyed this episode. Like
Yeah.
it was our group just having a fun time.
No,
Just like
I like that too. That the squad. This was right after the whole like the sea and stuff. They looked, and then when they
Yeah.
finally arrived here, they're like children in a candy store,
Oh yeah.
because all of
especially
this
with
is new to
Sasha,
them. Yeah.
Especially Sasha like discovering ice cream for the first time.
yeah.
And then the whole
That was
car
so good.
scene.
They were like, oh, now we're really bumpkins over here, country bumpkins,
Yeah.
which is funny. But hey, man, I mean, you'll be excited to see all these new stuff that you never thought existed, like cars, ice cream, delicious snacks.
Yeah, it was literally like a whole new world to our characters
Yeah.
because of them being used to island life.
I
They're
love
pretty much catching up on hundreds of years of technology.
I love
Yeah.
I love the fact that Eren still kept his the how he felt after that third season. He's still like he doesn't care at that
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah, because even in this episode, he still hinted like he knew everything.
Yeah.
Like he even hinted Mikasa, which she thought it was weird, but she just brushed it off.
Yeah.
It's the power of the Attack Titan, it being able to look into the past and everything.
Yeah, so that's why he wasn't even phased about the ice cream. I was like, oh, I know what that is.
Right, yeah. It really puts into perspective just like, you as the viewer just kind of getting to see like how much does Eren know? Because the story is obviously not going to tell you right away,
Yeah.
but there's always that level of kind of like intrigue.
Yeah, and just Attack on Titan itself just does like this season, just in general, does it so well.
And
Like,
also the thing that was crazy too is that I like that scene in general when well, I'm getting a little bit too ahead. We could get to that part where the kid steals.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
thief.
The thief. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that part too. It's like, even though the kid did steal from them, like Sasha in particular, like, Captain Levi, fell for the kid. It was like, hey, I'm not gonna let this kid get, abused or like chop his hand off or something. I'm gonna save
Yeah,
him.
they're ready to like throw him out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was a street rat, right? Literally. And but it was cool. Like, you could tell where they come from, especially like all of them for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just, it sucks that the outcome either way throughout this flashback. And it was surprising with the one with Mikasa with the confession. It felt like confession.
It was.
It basically was.
It
It was Mikasa's opportunity to make it into a confession until she screwed it up and said, "You're like family." It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, it's the biggest question. What if I would have said the other thing?
Yeah, even that scene too that it got to me too. I'm like, damn, Eren finally released emotion even more when he saw this group of people, that got tossed.
refugees?
Yeah, the refugees. He's like, damn, there's also people like you guys that are similar as us.
Yeah, because they've been there. They're like, we know how that feels, and it's cool because they party. They even though they're in a crummy situation now, doesn't mean it stops their spirit.
Yeah.
Like they can still party and have a good time, even
Right.
with where they're at.
Yeah, because that's when Eren came out of that whole state. You know how he was like serious and stuff. He was actually having a good time and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like this whole season, like you never saw Eren even like once remotely have any kind of fun.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
flashback proved otherwise. It's like, yeah, he was actually able to let loose for once.
Yeah, get drunk and get passed out, black out. Which is cool, man. It's very cool to see.
I love Levi's disgust face when when they go inside.
Oh, seeing them all blacked out and Sasha puking. He was like, oh.
That was funny.
Because you forget that they're young adults, you know. This is what they do. This is what they're supposed to do, you know.
Right? Yeah. Party, have fun.
Yeah, but you know, war changes people, right?
Oh yeah.
And you know, as much as I like to stick in the first half, we're in the reality of the second half of what Eren did and things he had to discuss and his plans in motion. And
oh yeah, when he was discussing his plans with Block and Historia. Historia was like, "What are you doing? Why?"
Yeah, this is wrong. I can't live with myself if I let you go through with this.
Yeah, but then you know we cut to that naval scene, and it's like Eren's like, "Yeah, this is my just kill all Titans."
Yeah. That final scene was like, once we saw the rumbling, terrifying.
Oh yeah.
And it was more terrifying because we hear our music, which is the uplifting, big moment, right? But it felt different. It felt, instead of being like, yeah, we did it, it felt terrifying.
Like, oh no.
Yeah. And Marlene, who said it? Someone called it in the group. In the anime, obviously.
Like what?
Oh, Hanj, she calls it. She's like, at this point, Marlene and the rest of them, like, they're already gone, which basically is true.
Oh yeah, it was a previous episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Annie was like heartbroken, because she's like, oh, that's my whole point. My whole reasoning behind even fighting them in the first place is gonna be gone.
So, and yeah, that's how the episode ends. It's terrifying conclusion for this part 2.
Oh, you didn't even talk about the brother part, and then the whole scene about him cutting his leg. Oh, that scene was gruesome.
Gruesome.
Like chopping off his leg. Yeah.
He got handicapped.
Yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
His face.
I know.
I didn't even know he was even there.
Yeah. Damn.
Like during that battle. So I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Jeez.
But no, yeah. It's, hey man, Eren did what he had to do, man. His plan fully came true. And now he's the disgusting Attack on Titan.
He's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Attack on Titan.
That is episode 87, or also known as episode 12 for part 2. And yeah, episode.
I'm gonna give my rating for this, since this is Mappa's first attempt to the series.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Did we not rate part 1?
No,
I don't think so. Oh no, we did.
We did.
I know David did.
Oh yeah, you pushed it.
We didn't. We didn't, Robbie.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure.
No, you guys did it. I did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'll still keep to that same MO. I'll wait until the actual season itself is done. But yeah, David, you go ahead.
Yeah.
For me, I think I got. I really enjoyed this part in particular, because everything got answered from last part.
And
I'm still not fun on some scenes of the animation portion. Like, some do, some don't, but I still enjoy it. I'm around an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see until the finale, the final arc.
Yeah. Did it drop down for you from the first part, or is it?
I'm not sure.
Around the same.
It's been a while.
I think it did a little bit because I remember you giving it a 9.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're right.
Let us know, guys. If you guys seen our first part review for this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, Robert, we'll just stick to our word on. Once everything concludes, we'll give our true rating.
Yeah.
But I just want to give clarification how we felt about this season. Mappa did a good job, honestly. I think this Mappa put a lot of effort into keeping true with Studios' art, especially when they did their iconic eyes, darkness and stuff. And there was some great scenes. Flock trying to blow up the ship. That whole segment was cool. That whole dock segment of the season was just amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then if you're just looking for action, then the whole rumbling, the whole plan of Eren manipulating everyone is daunting. It's terrifying. I'm on the edge of my seat, literally.
And again, it's a lot of it has to do with just how much does Eren know? How much is he letting on, and how much is he actually revealing to people?
Yeah, there's scenes in this season, just in particular, I will never forget. When Eren told his father, do it.
I guess one or two things. I guess first thing is that the opening, I feel is my number one song for Attack on Titan now. From all the songs, this one topped it.
Yeah, I think Attack on Titan, as a show, their opens have been amazing, and I never thought that they could top the first one or Sasageyo.
Yeah.
But I agree with you 100% there. This song I've had on repeat for full days.
I listened to it today.
Yeah, I still listen to it, still bang my head, and because this song
it really fit this season.
It fitted this season. The singers knew what the show was about, and it's super cool. You could see it through the eyes. The song's about Eren Yeager, if anything.
Yeah. It's his song. This whole, not just with the motif of the season itself, but just just everything in general. It's about him.
And then of course the ED as well, but I still prefer another the one of the older ones, but this one's up there as well.
Yeah.
The ED.
No, yeah, you'll hear in our top 10, our top 5s, man, but they're gonna be there. Right off.
Of course, man.
For me in particular. Yeah. But yeah, this is just another one of those, it's a long road and it's still not over. I'm glad, but it just sucks that it didn't end.
Yeah.
But hey, I can't wait for next year.
Oh yeah, 2023.
That will be the year Attack on Titan will finally end. And fitting. 10 years in the making at this point.
I want to tell you the truth. I wanted an actual film versus
I really wanted
a show.
I wanted a conclusion of a movie quality animation from Mappa.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
But hey, let's see how many episodes they can do for this third part.
Yeah.
That's the other troubling part about it.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we've been in here for how many years? So I know in the future we'll finally get off this ride.
Hopefully, you guys don't spoil anything later on, because me and Omar.
Yeah. Even though we're at the end.
Yeah.
And Omar. Don't spoil it for these guys.
Yeah. We don't know anything about this show. It's new to us.
You guys have any last words until we close the show?
Just can't wait. Can't wait for that conclusion arc.
I could wait for the show. We waited 4 years.
Yeah, they're not
a year's nothing
at this point, right?
But
yeah. So another great season for Attack on Titan, and what made an awesome winter season, honestly. And with that, we move on to the ratings for the rest of the winter seasons.
Yeah, because we This is something. This has definitely been a long time coming. Well, especially considering how like botched our recording was for yesterday's recording.
Yeah. So let's just speed run this through. For the Cuphead show, my rating was, I think, a 6.
6.
And mine was a 7. Yeah, mine was a 7.
All
Because
right.
I really enjoyed the take it had regarding its faithfulness into animation and all that. So yeah, it was a 7 for me.
Yeah.
And I think mine was a 6. I think, right? If I remember, it was a 6.
I think so.
It's a pretty fun show. It's targeted to both, for everyone. I feel like it's for everyone in general.
Yeah.
The characters are cool. The characters have actual personalities, so that's cool.
Yeah,
you guys.
That's a huge plus.
Yeah,
considering that the original game was just like, it's just you play as Mugman and Cuphead that don't really have a personality.
Yeah, so you guys should check it out. It's a short show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Josh gave it a 5 out of 10 for the Cuphead show, which is average. But hey, like my co-hosts here say, good show, recommend it. Moving on to the next show, The Legend of Vox Machina. I think I gave it a 5 out of 10.
No, you gave it a 6. You and I were both in the same with this one. It was a 6.
All right, thank you, Robbie. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, for me, I gave it the 7.
Yeah. David was the only one that gave it a 7. I thought it was an adequate show. It was definitely like as far as like a D&D style like show. It definitely had its own identity separate from everything. The cast was enjoyable, and I really enjoyed the adventures that we had. Nothing really stood out like say Invincible, but it was just still a very solid show. I definitely recommend a watch. So it's a 6 from me. That's the reason where my 6 came from.
Yeah.
And
for me,
what was it for Josh?
For Josh, it was a 6 as well.
Yeah.
I was only 7. I really.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I had fun. I had fun with this show for what it was, for the characters and like in general. At times the animation was kind of low, but they picked it up on certain areas. And yeah.
But yeah, that was Legend of Vox Machina. Overall 6, 7. Good show. Good job. Amazon, keep doing what you're doing. And if you want more detail, obviously leave us in the comments, because we really went in depth in that one. Next show we have is Life of an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. I gave that a 3. Boring show. It lost its way and nothing got resolved.
And I gave it a originally I gave it a 4 on my. I think I gave it a 4 on my original rating, but I want to bump it down to 3.5 because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking on it. I'm like, it was definitely a very nothing show. Nothing really happened, so 3.5 for me.
Yeah, for me 4. The show is pretty. It could have been solved within one episode.
Yeah.
The jokes.
Yeah.
The jokes were kind of repeating itself over and over in a way. Now that I realize, like over the time, you finally they're like, wow, we just wasted our time watching this show.
And it's always the biggest sin.
Yeah.
And what was Josh's?
Josh's 2.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
So yeah, don't watch the show, but if you want a full review of it, let us know.
And if you guys if you guys like the show, leave it in the comment and tell us we're wrong or something.
Yeah.
People have different opinions, but yeah. We'll move on to the next show we had is The Genius Prince Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. I gave that a 4. I thought I was gonna change it, but I'm keep it to my word. the more as time passed, the more I kind of forget it.
Right.
But, yeah.
I gave it a 5.5. It was a little bit above average, but not super like memorable or anything like that. I think the main character was fine for what it was.
I guess
it was fun.
if anything, for you guys, I think we should have just saw the second season Realistic Hero, because you guys gave that a better score.
At least with Realistic Hero, it was a more established show, and we already had history with it with this first season. Yeah, it was I wouldn't say it's a mistake on our part, because we were trying to be experimental with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't really that much different than Realistic Hero. I think it's better than Realistic Hero just by a smidgen, but it's barely negligible.
Yeah, to me, I think I gave it a 6. This show, I prefer this show because of the character. I really enjoyed the character way more. He was way more interesting than I don't even remember the other guy's name.
Soma.
Yeah, Soma.
I don't know why I remember his name, but Soma. It was Soma.
Yeah, this guy had personality to his conversations. Whenever he had more fun compared to the other guy. Yeah,
and I mentioned it in our original audio, but Wayne, just the world of this anime itself, it's not an isekai, and there's no actual fantasy or mystical elements in it at all. It's actually a straight up medieval politics show, a war show basically, which I found out kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess they lean to the politics a little bit way too much. They should have dumbed that down more.
A lot of political jargon in this anime.
But yeah. Well,
and Josh, I didn't say Josh's score, right?
No.
4. He gave it a 4.
He gave it a 4 out of 10 as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty mixed bag in our end.
Yeah.
For everyone, and like I said earlier, full review if you want it, down in the comments. We move on to the next show we have is Sabikui Bisco. This one's
a rough one.
This one was a rough one.
This one was a rough one for everyone.
I really don't want to go in depth in this, but mine was a 2 out of 10. If you want to know,
Josh is also a 2 out of 10, so he's at the same mark as your score.
Yeah.
As well.
For me, it was a 4. It was like a 4.5 out of 10. I was a little higher, but it's still below average. I can't really recommend this to pretty much a lot of people.
Yeah, and then my score was at Josh's score as well, or it's at a 2.
Yeah,
I would. And the feeling is it hurts. It hurts because you wanted. I wanted the show to succeed, and it failed.
I was expecting it to be a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. It had a promise.
If anything, this is the most disappointing show of the season.
I want to say this: the reason why my rating isn't as low as the others is because there were a lot of great, a lot of action scenes that I liked, and I didn't mention this in the original audio, but if you chopped up this anime, especially with the scenes and stuff, and separated from its action bits and stuff, you can make a pretty good solid killer A and B out of it.
Okay, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Probably someone would do it now that you
Maybe?
give them the.
Probably the one that comes to mind. The one that comes to mind is Bisco versus Pau.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
No, but you can make it out of a lot of scenes in this show. But yeah.
Yeah, Bisco dying. Anyway.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, that's Sabikui Bisco. We really didn't want to go in depth in that. But if you guys want us to, we can. We can have a good roast session. And then the last show we have is Princess Connect Redive, 2nd season. This one was a joy. Probably the shining light of that original recording to talk about. And I gave that.
I gave.
Yeah, and we reviewed both seasons for this one. So, for me, it was an 8 out of 10. Oh, no, actually 9 out of 10.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a
Me,
9.
me, and Omar are 9.
Yeah, really love the show. Really love the characters.
Yeah.
Amazing time. Side games did their job.
And then Josh is at 7.
No, Josh was an 8, I believe.
No, 7. Oh,
Was it
8?
7?
Oh, he changed
Yeah.
his mind then.
Oh, it was a 7.
Oh.
Yeah. He went to 7. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was I have a 7.5. The reason why mine is a little lower than compared to Omar and David's is because I actually like the slice of life elements from the first season more, and I think the overarching story could be a little confusing, especially towards the end, because it kind of felt like it was going a little fast. But it was still entertaining overall. Definitely still recommend this to anyone, especially with the shows that we wrapped up, with this recording and stuff.
Good thing
This
we're
is
not.
this one I definitely recommend the most of, especially like as a package from season 1 and season 2, like combined, they're great. It's a great watch.
So what would be your? You didn't say what would be your full, like, with season 1 and season 2 combined. What would you rate it then?
That is my rating.
Oh, that
7.5.
Oh,
yeah.
7.4. Oh, okay. I'm just making.
No, if we're just going by season 2, then it's a 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's just season 2, it's 7.
Oh, okay.
But I believe I rated season 1 like an 8. So
Yeah, you get a higher one too.
yeah, season 1 was higher. I did because I did enjoy season 1 a bit more. But yeah, it's 7.5 like together.
Just to wrap up the whole winter seasons, there were a lot of good shows. Come to my mind, Dress Up Darling, Ranking Kings. Attack on Titan we just covered.
Princess Connect.
Yeah, Princess Connect, and then there was some really average, forgettable, and some of them disappointing. But yeah, that was winter season in a nutshell, and we're really excited for the new season. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the podcast. Very short one this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If anything,
hey.
this became the minis.
Yeah.
The minis never died.
Minis never die.
But yeah, if you made it this far, we really appreciate it, and thank you for bearing with us through this tough time we had for this week.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, we'll see you guys next week. And I've been your host, Omar,
And co-host Robbie.
And this is David.
and hopefully we start off right with the spring seasons.
Yep, gonna give those a fresh new take, because like we said before, that original audio is lost to time.
But with that being said, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Bye guys.